This is your December 2017 forecast, and I am Tina from Tinaheals.com, and I've got this gorgeous spread in front of me, so let's get right to it. So we've got the Knight of Cups. Now, Knights are all about action. They are yang energy, they are impulse, okay? Taurus, you are feminine earth energy, and you are actually womb energy. So you have to, and cups is actually works very well with your sign, because cups is water sign, and the element water usually goes really well with earth. So this could be a water sign person coming into your life and really shaking it up for you. And this actually is this energy is very romantic, and this person coming in can be very romantic, very passionate, very idealistic, very compassionate. So yeah, this is about you following your heart, but on the lower vibrations. Don't get caught with illusions. Don't get lost on the way. But life is not necessarily about a destination. Life is about this, going with the flow. And it's so ironic because this is water and this is Knight of Cups. So yeah, Taurus, there is a possibility of you getting together with some water sign person, even if it's a creative collaboration. It doesn't always have to be romantic, but yeah. Now Leonardo's Vitruvius Man speaks of perfection, speaks of the Fibonacci, the pi, and this is actually us transcending our normal everyday reality and finding spiritual balance. So if you see that this is actually the only card in this whole deck that is not created by Francine Hart, and it is Leonardo's creation, and it actually is such a beautiful study of the human anatomy. So in a way, this reminds us of our divine roots. We literally know that we are stardust, right? The same hydrogen in our bones is from the stars above. So we are literally as above, so below. So this is the card that speaks of divinity of humankind and our cosmic connection. And I think that this indicates, Taurus, that you are searching for some ideal as December begins, and maybe the quest will continue very well into 2018 and beyond that. And 2018 is a life-changing situation for you when Uranus enters your sign, and things are gonna really shake up, not only for you but for the whole world. So yeah, I mean, although remember that although you may seek perfection, but understand what perfection means to you. That yes, there is perfection, but in our 3D world, we need to understand perfection through imperfections. Okay? So yeah, I mean, just open up to this concept that you are divine. As Deepak Chopra said, that you are a spiritual being encased in a human body, having a human experience. So I think this is a very strong reminder of that you are the divine essence, you know. And with this, I have for you in your romance department, finances and career, Taurus. They seem to be really affecting your love life at the moment. Is this first week of December creeps in on you? Mercury is retrograde and conjunct Saturn, conjunct the galactic center. Cosmic codes are being activated, our DNA is being activated, and here in your love life you are being activated, you are being affected by finances and career activated too. And Four of Cups is usually stagnation. So you're stagnating in your love life, you're not growing with it. If you're in a relationship, it is not serving your higher purpose, and you may be so bogged down with finances that you cannot really work on the finer nuances of your relationship. If it's something you are starting out new, it could fail because at the moment it seems that finances are your priority the first week of December. You may be ignoring someone with this card. There's a sense of ignoring something beautiful. So yeah, be mindful of that. And the oracle with this is lightning. If you're not mindful of this energy and just dwell in the 3D mundane understanding of material acquisitions, the lightning can strike you, and like a tower moment, your whole world might collapse. So be mindful of that. First week of December, second week of December, you start out with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so aces are about beginning. Alright, okay, wow. So aces are about beginnings, right? An Ace of Pentacles in reverse means that there is somewhere greed at play, and you may be like completely into material obsession right now, okay? And or maybe that you are looking for something beyond just material wealth, or you've just had some financial losses. That's very possible too. Ace of Pentacles in reverse sometimes means financial losses, so I see that as a possibility, okay? I think money is a big wound for you, Taurus, and how you use it. And somewhere you feel like the outsider, like you're watching in on all this going on with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, all these challenges coming in, and you feel like there's a lack of integration, whether in your community, in your own mind, there is a lack of integration, and you're like the outsider looking in, and you never feel like you're a part of this blessing, a part of this whole, because this is somewhere eluding you. And interestingly, the Antakarana is the rainbow bridge, okay, between this world and the etheric world. The Antakarana is the rainbow bridge, okay? And in many esoteric studies and fields, this is a Buddhist symbol, of course, but this has been represented by many in the esoteric community, and this is literally the rainbow bridge, okay? Now the Chinese, the Tibetans, the Nepalese have used this, and this is a hugely powerful meditational tool, okay? This is basically a part of the spiritual anatomy that connects the physical brain and the higher self, okay? And Antakarana itself is dual in its consciousness, okay? Now once you become aware of Antakarana, Taurus, you can very well get messages from the higher realms and open up your chakras, okay? Your inner being is activated if you meditate on this shape. Inner healing can take place. Your thought and intuition can really work well, Taurus, and I think that You will do very well to work with this imagery, Taurus. This is no reversed aspect. It's pure and it's untainted, Dantakarana. Read my Mercury retrograde article. I call it the last Mercury retrograde meditation on Dantakarana. So read that if you like to read, and do let me know your feedback as to what you feel. Second week, yes, in the romance department I see heart-to-heart conversations. So yes, it's time to work through the Antakarana and really connect heart to heart with the partner you're thinking about, with your maybe someone you meet, or maybe someone already in your life, and it's time to go forward. See, with the Princess of Wands, this energy is about propulsion. It's about going ahead, forging ahead with newness. There may be a sense of recklessness with this. Maybe you say too much with this heart-to-heart conversation. Maybe you reveal yourself too much, and that scares the other person. You know why I say this? Because this oracle with this is winter solstice and reflection. So there's something about the heart-to-heart conversations that has the coldness of winter and will make you reflect. It's not some spring musing where it's light. This is heavy. So this going forward may be able to melt the snow. Yeah, you can use energies in any way. But I think be mindful of the heart-to-heart conversation, because yes, when Mercury goes retrograde, it actually connects more to the psychic aspect of communication. So yes, a heart-to-heart conversations may work pretty well, and you may be able to work through that energy easily, right? This is your second week, Taurus. Your third week is the Chariot and Beyond Illusion. Now the Chariot is a major arcana card, and it is pretty simple. The imagery is pretty direct. It speaks of going ahead, moving ahead in this world, achieving something, okay? This is card number 7, and it speaks of triumph, success, mastery, control, all those, yang things. It's a very yang energy, of course. It can be overcoming obstacles, Taurus, third week of December. Could mean control over an issue that you've not had control over, that you've previously felt extremely powerless and maybe humiliated. But I think Antakarana can be very effective for you to really understand and explore this energy, right? And with this, I feel that there could be fame if you're moving ahead with a project. It could be fame, prominence, of course, but please don't be rigid with this. Don't be rigid with this energy flow. What tells me that you need to look at going beyond just the 3D world and looking beyond illusion. There's a greater truth out there where you are moving forward. There's duality in front of you, but where are you going? Yes, you have the wings, you have everything in front of you, but you've got to look beyond illusion. And Antakarana is so powerful here and so spiritual that yes, Taurus, I think you are being invited by the universe to go on a spiritual journey. And how beautiful is that? Because this card is Chakana, and this means progress. This actually speaks of spiritual progress. As I say this, Taurus, this speaks of spiritual progress. So acknowledge where you are at the moment. Find peace within, and then try to look at everything objectively. Check the past out, see what's going on, like create a mind palace, your holographic mind palace, okay? Chakana and Antakarana together, this is so spiritual, Taurus. I think this is probably the most spiritual set of cards that I've had. Wow, and it just means you're going on a very different journey, Taurus. Soulmate, yes, in the romance department. Gemini, watch out for a Gemini. It's a Gemini full moon as I make these videos. Yeah, the person you're thinking about is your eternal lover. Could be your soulmate, twin flame energy. Very possible. Just be open, be vulnerable, allow. This energy is about allowing the soulmate to come in. The oracle with this is tsunami, wake up call. Maybe it's time for you to wake up, smell the roses, so you can really tap into your soulmate and the frequency of the sacred union, the sacred marriage, within and without. Innocence, vulnerability, openness, right? So heed that. Last week, Taurus, is the the Nine of Wands in reverse. Alright, so we've got the Nine of Wands in reverse, and nines have been popping up quite a bit. Means completion of cycles. Now, Nine of Wands in reverse means you're feeling completely isolated as you begin the fourth week, Taurus. You are probably trying to work through a problem. It's so difficult that it just refuses to leave you alone, and you're like frustrated and desperate. You don't know how to work through this. You may neglect yourself physically. You can have tremendous bad vibes going on, lack of energy, and success may be delayed. I suggest energy work with this, because this just emphasizes this point of everything that I just said. This repression could be sexual also. Wands have this very sexual, fiery energy to them. Could be sexual repression and suppression, unhealthy understanding of sex and sexuality. Work with a coach. Work through your sexual issues, because that can be really liberating. If you've had abuse, work through them, because suppressing them is just going to land you here, right? And this is beautiful. Speaks of the calm within. Fibonacci, beautiful female figure, awakening of the Kundalini Shakti. So this is asking you to go on this very same echo. Antakarana, Chakana, and the calm within. So symbolic, Taurus. In the love department, you've got codependency, yes, challenging again, and Fairlit, which is the card of temperance. So this tells me that codependency is there. Unhealthy, toxic patterns exist. You may be in a toxic relationship, and you may be completely codependent, and this is probably really aiding in your soul fragmentation. Fairlit is about healing, is about patience, is about creating that alchemy within. See this druid woman, she's brewing this alchemical potion. There's a rainbow, a promise of new tomorrow. There's shadows here, shadows from her unconscious mind that stare at her, that challenge her. Yet she goes on uninhibited, creating this alchemy. Codependency is something you need to work through. I suggest energy cleaning for you, Taurus. Because of the cards you've had, I suggest energy cleaning, working with crystals. Moonstone can be very grounding for you. You are female earth, and this is just so beautiful on you. Tourmaline will work very well with you too, so consult me if you need help with that. And this stillness. In your love life, you need stillness. You need to understand the larger picture. Contemplate on stillness. That has all the answers, right? Everything that you need to know. So that was your December detailed forecast from Tinaheals. I hope you had a good time, Taurus. I actually complete my 2017 December Tarotscopes with your sign. I've been randomly doing them and randomly picking them, and I've had so much fun doing them. Please check out your sun, moon, and ascendant. And do give me your feedback in the comments below. Let me know what you think of the read. Do visit my blog. Do visit my website. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much.